Yeah, hi. Good morning, student. This is Raja. In this video, I'm just going over a quick review for the Excel functions that we learned in chapter 1 and 2 and concepts. And this hopefully will help you also go over your review and prep you for the exam. That's going to start today at 5 p.m. and you'll have until midnight of the 25th of September. Okay, so in these two chapters, we learn if, VLOOKUP, payment, sum, count, count A, and reference in Excel. So this is, I'm going to just go one by one and type the formula with a brief explanation just to kind of help you review the concept. So if the question here, if the value in cell A, this is instruction is usually when you have a problem. So this is technically, again, we use the Excel application to help analyze problems that we have or in any business practice. If a value of the cell A1 is greater, so when we have multiple or two scenarios and based on a one condition, so we use the if function. So if the scenario here is if the value, let's assume we have an Excel sheet and we have a value in the cell is greater than 50, so it will return. So that's kind of the explanation. The return pass, otherwise it will return fail. How would we transition this logic into a function in Excel? So before I start, if you're using Excel, you start with the equal sign, right? Just to remind you. So if, start typing the if function. So the first argument here, we usually have the logical test. So in this problem here, the logical test, I'm just going to go ahead and highlight it in yellow. So this is the logical test. And the following, the two, so this, I'm just going to highlight this in green. And this here is going to be the negative. Just going to highlight this in red. Okay. So these are the three arguments. So the yellow is the condition or the logical test. So how we write this, if A1, it doesn't matter, it's not case sensitive, but it's greater than, I'm just going to use the same format. If A1 is greater than 50, that's the logical test. Now, if function returns either true or false, okay? So in the true outcome, it will return pass. Okay. In the false outcome, it will return fail. Right. So these are kind of this is how we transition this logical. So again, this is I'm just going to use the same. Okay. So that's the logical test. And that's the if true outcome, and here is if it's false outcome. Okay, so that's how we write this if function in Excel. If you're gonna give you based on the value, so assuming A1, if we say A1, if A1 equals 60, then the outcome is gonna be what? Pass. That's right. Okay. Now if A1 equals 40, the outcome is going to be fail. Okay. Now, okay, so that's the if function.